tell us the specific interventions at SAP, any specific interventions that you like to, or you have led, which you would like to share with the audience?
Sure. At SAP, I did focus on cross-generational intelligence. And one of the things that we tried to find out was, is it really necessary to talk about different generations, try to have a KPI to improve a certain generational percentage and so on. And while we did that, we realized it is not about the individual generational type. You know, it is not about talking how great millennials are or how fantastic Gen X leadership is and so on, but really looking at creating environments that will help cross-generational collaboration. How can one do cross-generational collaboration? Is it not something which is natural? While we looked at it, we realized the reality of the day is that ageism does exist. How you look at a person younger than you or how you look at a person older than you can come in the way of how you're collaborating with them. This led us to think about how can we help people become aware of these differences and overcome the bias around generations. So we not only had workshops which talked about busting generational myths, where we encourage people to come together and discuss various aspects of generations, various aspects of just asking each other, why do you do this? Why do you not do that? And so on. And also, it was not something which only HR or D&I drove. It was something which started with people and spread and grew along with people. So it was teams which came together and said that I really like this effort. I want to go and talk to more people and so on and so forth. So much so that, you know, we were able to reach almost 2,000 to 3,000 people in just India, in the SAP in India, in terms of understanding about generation. So now that you have understood, you know, there are commonalities, there are differences, being respectful is the key, asking will help you to overcome biases. What do you do next? So then we started something called cross-generational mentoring, where we have encouraged people to not only listen from people who are senior to you by age, but to also listen to people who are senior to you by experience. So you might have, you know, 10 years of experience in a corporate world, but here comes a guy who has 10 years of experience on driving a YouTube channel, right? So to be respectful of that and learn from that. And we realize that cross-generational collaboration can take you to different levels, including finding solution for your customers. And that has been a great way for us to understand the power of inclusion at the workplace. Now, what I'm doing is really looking at what kind of labor gap exists because of generational difference in other parts of the world. In Europe, for example, we are looking at how is the aging population coping with workplace changes. Are we ensuring that they're continuing to feel included and dignified as they prepare for retirement? We're also looking at, even after they retire, how are veterans wanting to engage with the workplace? While we do all this, we want to ensure that there is collaboration. So this is something that we are continuing to focus on this year and the next probably at SAP.